Hello everyone, I'm Broughys1322 and welcome to week 40. What is wrong with you guys?
We don't remember how to act. It's been 4 years.
Oh no!
Week
I just
44.
looked at RDT and it happened. It was too funny.
We are late. We had technical difficulties.
Late. We're about a month late.
Yeah, we are a month late. So
Oh no!
we're back with my usual co-hosts, Sugar-Free Nos over there
Hello.
and RDT down there.
Hello.
Did you turn off alerts?
I did. See, I was on the ball, I know. And our guest is Zearxy, the lovely Zearxy. Welcome to the podcast. Long overdue.
Was
Welcome,
it supposed to get
welcome.
dark and spooky, like when you introduced her? Was that intended, or is that just on my end?
No,
What happened?
I don't know.
God damn it, Nos.
So,
man.
who is Zearxy? You know, who's Zearxy?
I don't know.
Never heard of her.
Don't ask about camera settings. It's been a nightmare trying to get Skype to work with cameras and,
Yeah,
and
don't
changing things.
look. It's just gonna be fine.
Yeah,
Listen,
it's all fine.
it's-
Everything's
it's all
fine.
I'm
Um,
super white. Xerxes dark. Nos is in a trailer. We're all, the only
all
one that
have
has
our
a
own
good
problems.
setup is Bruff. That's the only
And
person.
that's because I'm the only one not going through Skype. So
Whoa, now listen. Zearxy has flowers and a candle. Okay.
Ambiance. On point. On fleek.
So, it's going to be an interesting one because I'm kind of hoping that Nos is going to go because Nos has been a driving force to get Zearxy onto the podcast and has some questions to ask about various different things. But for
Strong
me,
way to put it.
like I kind of know Zearxy.
Yeah.
Well, you're not supposed to tell the people that.
What,
That
I
kind
have
of
to-
eliminates.
I have to.
Yeah, you gotta play dumb.
Ah, okay. Well, yeah, okay. I don't know anything. So Zearxy, welcome to the podcast. What do you do?
Thank you. So, sorry, what?
What do you do? What are you what's your expertise? What are you doing in life?
Expertise is nothing really. Leisuring.
Same.
I'm a Twitch streamer. I don't really know. That question's always so difficult for me, especially people who don't know what Twitch is. Oh, what is it that you do? Play video games on the internet.
I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what I tell them. Well, you're partnered, so you get to be better. But I am an affiliate broadcaster and content creator for a subsidiary of Amazon. That's
that
my
your-
full title.
Is that
See,
your
that sounds
official
so
title?
much better. Yes,
Wow.
so much better.
I mean, I guess
If you
there is-
expand, you can expand on anything to just make it seem way grander than it actually is,
Yeah.
or you can condense it into something.
You
that
can
doesn't
say
seem
that
as
you are a partnered broadcaster and content creator with a subsidiary of Amazon, because everybody knows Amazon. So
I suppose that's true.
That's true. Yeah.
Damn, chief, that's deep.
Yeah. So I mean, why has it been? It's been a while. Why has it been a while? Why have we not had a podcast for the last 2 months?
I don't know. I mean, I was ready to go, and then the three of you, were ready.
Wow.
Don't make me. I'm a friggin' get Hammer on here, and he's gonna put on the soundboard "Sweet Home Alabama" anytime you tell a lie. We're gonna drive you up the wall.
No, it'll just constantly be playing. I got a job, so yeah.
Hey,
We'll talk about that. Yeah,
Hey.
congratulations.
No, don't congratulate
Oh.
me. It's,
that's a good advancement in your life, man. That's what we were saying the whole time. That you got to do something. I'm glad you
Yeah.
finally took Uncle Ryan's advice, Uncle
Yeah.
RDT, and did
Uncle
something about it.
RDT, yeah.
Oh, speaking of which, since last
he
time
is
we
actually an uncle.
Yeah.
speaking of which, since last time we had a podcast, my sister had a child, and yeah, I'm an uncle now. So yeah,
Congratulations.
I actually am Uncle RDT.
Congrats.
Thank you.
Wow. I mean, time is moving so quickly between podcasts. It's almost like we don't do these for a couple of months and then everything's changed.
Yeah, seems like that.
So the last podcast was 9 weeks ago, if you can believe it. We did do the game night after that, 2 weeks after that. But then, since creating the new Chalking Hazard podcast YouTube channel, which we're going to talk a little bit about later on, there's been nothing. This is the first podcast
Yeah.
on the new channel. And we've also got Choke of the Year to do this time as well, because we've had a full year of Choke of the Weeks, which weren't Choke of the Weeks a long time ago. But yeah, we got our best 5 that we chose from the year. Well, you guys are going to vote on the absolute best, so that's for later on at the end.
Yeah.
But yeah, first of all, let's talk to our guest, Nos.
Yes.
What
Let's
you
not pull a
want to?
boast.
You can take the lead, Nos.
Oh. How long have you been a streamer? It's been a while, hasn't it? Like, it's been a few years.
Yeah, my first was in late December 2014. Yeah, but then I didn't
Oh,
Been a few
like
minutes.
stream regularly until like maybe spring, summer 2015, something like that.
When did you
5 years.
When did you set up a schedule? Like, how long have you had like a schedule? You know, I'm streaming at these times. You know?
Oh, I set up a schedule when I moved here in 2016, October 2016. I had a full-time job. I didn't know, with work and whatnot, if I would have the energy to stream afterwards. But
What did you do? If I can ask that, I didn't know that you had a job at that point.
no, I worked in retail, selling like computer parts, games, household goods, like a mix of everything, really. Mostly like helping people pick out computer parts and games and things. I really enjoy it. If I could find something similar here, I'd probably get a job, but there's nothing that matches what I used to do, so I'm a bit like
I don't recommend getting a job. I don't recommend it. I would just stay.
I do.
I'd just stay where you're at.
That's interesting. How'd you like get into games? 'Cause it seems like something that you've always been interested in. Like,
yeah, always. I don't know when I got interested in it, but I remember going to the Apple store when I was a kid and playing like dinosaur games on the old, I don't remember what they're called, but the big ones, like the blue ones.
oh, the big blue Macs or the monitors that they had.
Yeah. I don't know if that was the first memory, but I used to play video games in my dad's shop, going to like dance class and whatnot. And my first console was a Game Boy Color.
What color?
Again, it's the same. The translucent one. I have it in the back.
Oh, you still
over there.
have
You
it?
can't see it. It's like the purple. Yeah, the same one.
Oh,
in the
that's
top
sick.
right.
The purple
Yeah.
translucent one, and I still have all my games from when I was a kid as well.
That's awesome.
Man, I wish I would have kept all that stuff.
I
have
wish I
nothing
would have.
from- I have
I ended
nothing
up.
from my
I sold it all on eBay. When I discovered eBay, I was like a young teenager, and I was like, "Oh, this is cool! I can sell stuff and make money." And I sold all my old Game Boy games, and I regret it. I regret it to this day.
That was to fund your crack habit.
I mean, let's not get ahead of ourselves.
That's for another podcast, I guess.
So you said your dad had a store, like a video game store, computer store, or
I'm not going to go into exactly what he does, but it has to do with music and whatnot.
oh, okay.
That's pretty cool. And that was in Sweden. We're trying to pinpoint. I'm trying to go to your dad's store.
Don't dox him. Please no dox. No. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, Sweden is about as close as you'll get.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. What was that like growing up in Sweden? Obviously, it's going to be a pretty normal answer. You're like, well, it was my home. It's a terrible question to be someone and be like, oh, well, how's
I have
New Jersey?
internet and healthcare.
Yeah.
They have much better internet than the UK.
I mean, isn't the whole fiber technology thing from Sweden
Is it?
for networking and whatnot? I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, you guys were
Listen,
like
all
one
right.
of the first.
Myself and RDT get our internet through copper. Okay.
Yeah, I have no idea. No, I just turn my phone on and it works. I'm like, that's it.
I mean, we do now. We're in a location that can't get proper fiber internet in the UK. Like the UK isn't as well covered, but in Sweden you can be out in the sticks, just somewhere totally, in the middle of nowhere.
Well,
and
it's
you'll
like
get
a God-given
gigabit.
right in Sweden, isn't it? Like you're born, you automatically get a fiber internet connection. I'm pretty sure they replace your umbilical cord with a fiber optic.
With an Ethernet cord.
Yeah, they just, right in there.
Let's get that juice flowing.
I mean, compare it. Could you compare Sweden to the UK?
In what way do you mean?
In like living? How is it different?
Um,
Is it different?
It is different in some ways. One thing that annoys me the most is like the different, I think. Like the way you build houses and apartments and stuff here is way under the limit of what we do. Do you know what I mean? Like houses and stuff in Sweden always feel luxurious, and here they're kind of crappy.
Wow, just throwing some good shade under your
But they
whole
are.
country, bruv. Like, I'm just saying, all of the architecture, every bit of it in the UK is just terrible.
It's just shit. It's just
Buckingham Palace, more like Buckingham apartment complex. Am I right?
Zearxy's just like, your house reminds me a lot of my bathroom. Is basically what I'm thinking.
Yeah, I mean,
Specifically the toilet.
she was surprised when she came over here about being carpeted in most places in the UK. Most
Yeah.
houses just have carpet everywhere apart from maybe kitchen and bathroom.
Yeah,
Man.
except for one house that we went to view, and that one had carpet in the bathroom.
Yes.
Oh no!
Gross. No.
Back in the 80s and 90s, they used to put carpet in the bathrooms of trailers as well, like trailers like I'm in now.
But why?
Very bad. Listen, super absorbent. Okay.
Super absorbent.
Super absorbent.
Okay.
I
you
don't
don't
like
want
any of
carpet.
this.
Yeah, you don't want carpet in your bathroom.
No.
So,
No, you don't. That's really ridiculous. Yeah, the way I picture England and like the towns and suburbs is basically just stuck in like the 70s and maybe early 80s. That's the way I just picture it in my head.
it's always
everything.
raining, and the roads are too small.
It's yeah.
Speaking, I mean, it is raining right now, as as you say that. But
Way to
All
prove
day
his
it's
point.
been raining.
yeah. But yeah, I suppose. I don't know. The UK is all right in some places, but there's just. Oh, RDT's gone small again on the camera.
Yeah, we were supposed to
small
warn you
boy.
about this.
Oh yeah, we didn't warn you.
God damn it! This Skype and we're out. For those who are listening, you won't notice anything. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
But yeah, the UK is stuck in certain time periods depending on where you are and what you're doing, I suppose. Sweden kind of feels just nice, more modern, more clean, and more well looked after. I don't know how that compares to the US though. Do you go look after things? Do you make modern things, and do you make things and then just let them go to crap, or do you actually look after stuff over there?
It depends on where you are, I think.
Yeah.
I mean,
Do you know how big the United States is, dude?
yeah,
It's gigantic. Like Ireland is about the size of my state, I think.
Oh yeah.
And yeah, so a whole country is just the size of one tiny state in the United States. You could probably fit 1,000 New Jerseys in Texas. It's crazy.
Yeah, and that's why whenever you guys go anywhere, you're always talking about where you've come from in terms of state, because it's more like a country to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
I
you
mean,
can
after-
date a girl from Sweden, and I wouldn't even date a girl from Colorado. That's too far. Like
way too far.
that's in my country too. Like, to be honest, I probably wouldn't date someone from like Connecticut, and that's a state over.
Okay.
Too much.
America hype. Let's not.
I mean, heck, we drove 6 hours to get the
God.
Miata.
Big
That-
RDT.
That was only halfway across the next state. And now RDT is big boy. Now he's a big boy now.
Big white. Big overexposed whiteness.
Oh man, Skype. RDT's taking over. Oh no, he's gone small again.
What is happening? All right, this is gonna be a great show.
Oh,
Yeah,
this is like the
We
show.
can't even
We're
talk
back,
to them.
everybody. We're back, ladies and gentlemen, with this most professional show.
Okay. So anyway, you've streamed for a while. I think you have kind of a interesting perspective in that you live in a house with another male streamer. I won't name him. I don't want to dox him or anything. But like, what in the streamer game? How do you think your experiences maybe differed from say a comparable male streamer? Because that's what I've always been interested in. Because I feel like women streamers have a very different experience on the platform than just some normal dude, doing dude things.
Just guys being dudes.
Yeah, nothing better than this.
How I would compare it to any male streamer, or what do you?
Just just like John Smith playing just normal streamer.
Like,
Right.
as a woman on Twitch, how do you think you're treated differently, or what's your experience
Yeah.
with the community on Twitch?
I mean, I haven't been a male, so I wouldn't really
Yeah.
know how to compare.
Well, you got one across the hall. So.
From observation, like, how do you feel if you're treated differently? Do you feel that way?
I mean, I get more of the if you want to put it like that, people that come in and say, "Oh, boobs," and I'm like, "Yeah, well, I do have those." What else? I do get that. Not that much, I think. I'm sure other girls get it much worse than I do. I'm sure guys get that too, but I mean, I'd say
I always have people
more
talking
of
about
that
my
stuff.
boobs. Honestly, they're always calling that out. But I think that has to do with your focus. Like, I mean, we can talk about other like more prominent female streamers and how a lot of them kind of exploit their assets, whereas whereas you focus on the actual art of streaming and building a community and playing the game and having a passion for actually doing it. Like, that's it's one way to go about it. I'm not going to say which way is better or worse. Your way is definitely better, but whatever.
One way is better, and one way is significantly more profitable, I would say.
Yeah. I don't blame anybody for hustling, honestly, but
yeah, no,
still.
me neither.
Do you get caught up in that, like people thinking that you're a certain type of streamer because you're a female streamer? Yeah.
Oh yeah, all the time, especially from people who watch you.
Oh yeah.
If you retweet a photo of me or like comment on a photo of me,
oh yeah, that's true.
It's always like, oh, camp thought, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, yeah, I'm totally a thought. I'm engaged, long-term relationship.
Well, a wise man in an internet meme did say, "If she breathes,"
What?
Have you not seen that one? That's a very good one. That's it's a very quality meme. You've never seen that one, RDT?
I don't. If she what?
Yeah, you've never seen the one where the guy comes out and is like, "All women are queens," and then the other guy comes out and he screams, "If she breathes, she's a thought." And then they like, "You've never seen that one? You've
never seen that.
I've never
How have
seen
you
that.
never seen? That's a classic. It's an absolute classic.
Nah. You lost me on that one.
That's a terrible. I don't like that you brought that to my attention, because now I'm going to be thinking about that all day.
It's very funny. And,
Okay.
Wow. Yeah.
This thought just popped into my mind. You have the exploitative. That's not a word. Maybe it is. Female streamers. As Nos very nicely called them booby streamers. Is that what you said? Booty streamers.
No, I didn't say.
Whatever. In my opinion, like the male equivalent might be someone like Ninja or like a PewDiePie that exploits their immature audience and like appeals to the least common denominator, of the fragile male psyche, and just pumps those people up. Do you think that's kind of the same side of a different coin, or two different sides of the same coin? What am I saying?
I feel like they're going to the same audience, maybe.
Yeah, they're compromising the image of themselves for their own gain, in a way. Like they act like dumb, immature children to appeal to dumb, immature children, just as some women streamers wear revealing clothes to appeal to. They compromise themselves. Well, that's I'm not getting into that topic. I'm not getting into the topic of women dressing a certain way, and you dress how you want.
Have you found it harder though
Conversation.
to Zearxy?
Has it been harder to grow? You think?
Yeah,
or
by
easier,
not stooping to those levels.
Maybe. I haven't tried that way, so I wouldn't really. Yeah, I don't know. To be honest.
Yeah, I guess that's not really a question you can answer unless you've, had direct experience with the other option. So.
Yeah, it's true.
Would you be willing to offer your opinion on those other streamers, or would you rather stay out of that?
My opinion is that just do what you want to do, what you feel like doing.
It's fair enough.
Don't really care. You can go wherever on the internet, show whatever you want. As long as that's what you want to do, then
Yeah.
It's annoying to be seen as a person that does that when I don't, though. It's like.
Yeah, that's always something, like, it's gotten to the point where I second guess retweeting something from Zearxy because I know that it might lead to someone, leaving a comment that's negative or...
Say that's off.
And,
that's off.
It's not the best.
Percy said, like, I can sit in a baggy t-shirt and someone comes in and say, "Oh, you're showing off your tits," and I'm like, "No, I'm completely covered, and I should be able to wear whatever I want." Someone would comment on what I'm wearing now, saying that I'm showing too much.
You can't win.
You can't win on the internet. I just have to do my own thing and ignore the people that try to bring me down.
Yeah,
that's a good attitude. That's a very good attitude. Just people are awful. People are really bad.
Yeah.
I mean, the internet's definitely the worst place ever. That's. I mean, if
and best at the same time.
Yeah.
Simultaneously the best and the worst.
I mean, that's how you guys met. And what was like? That's so crazy. How was that experience for you, Zearxy, when you kind of started engaging with Broughys online? Like. Were you like, oh, I like this guy, or were you like, this guy's cool?
You want the gossip, you want all the chat, you want the inside info.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I've chatted to a lot of people through Twitch and whatnot, and I didn't expect more than just like a chat, maybe, And then he was just so sweet and nice, and we clicked, so we just kept talking, and then we never stopped talking, and then we met up and.
How far into the chat was the first math pun? How long did it take?
Have I ever done a math pun?
I don't know.
You're always doing them, man.
Like not online. I feel like there had to be at least one, right? There had to be like.
Yeah, you were like, oh, our DT keeps getting bigger and smaller. I'm doing an Irish accent. We gotta get to the square root of this problem. I was like, what the fuck are you saying, bro?
I have never said anything like that before.
You literally just said it. Did you not hear it? Oh my god, dude. You're ridiculous.
Broughys forgot all about math, let alone math puns. I mean, that's true. In our those early keep talking and nobody explodes streams that we did. I couldn't count the right amount. What was it? There was like 6 wires, and I said there were 5 wires or something. My brain doesn't work sometimes.
Understandable. So he just won you over with sheer niceness, like, just that was it. He's just that nice. This guy is this nice.
This guy.
I mean, it's not only that, of course, but I do really like a nice guy.
I wish I was that nice.
Yeah, what are your tips to aspiring internet nerds like us to get a girl?
Not that anybody here needs to. Let's not. Can we not do this?
I don't like that.
Okay. All right, fine.
Because everybody's different. I mean, what appeals to Zearxy, to Nos, to you, I'm asexual. Nothing matters for me. But like everyone's gonna have some different idea of what they want. So, but it's always nice to be nice to people.
Yeah. This is going downhill. What's happening? I think RDT's gotten big.
Am I blowing up again? Am I like?
Yes.
Yeah, you covered everything.
I'm just gonna leave the chat and just be a voice.
I'm trying, all right.
All right.
Like
I
this
feel like
this
is
new
the last podcast.
this
Is
new
this the last one?
this is the last-
This sounds like the last one to me. We're just being real cringe with our poor guest, and nothing's working.
the whole Skype NDI thing that I thought was the savior of the podcast, and it was going to make everything so much easy. It has made things easy in one way, but in another way, it's caused issues. I'm hoping what I've just done now has fixed it. We'll see. But for those who are watching, for those who are listening, if you want to see, you're gonna have to go watch it on the channel, because RDT's been getting smaller and bigger all the way through this, and then he
Why is
was
it just
full
me?
screen. I don't know why Skype is doing this. I don't know why it's just you. It was Nos earlier in the pre-show, but then that seems to have stabilized itself. I don't know whether it's like changing the resolution and then it's I don't know. I don't know.
Damn dog.
So yeah, good podcast. We're doing well.
Yeah.
It's going well.
So you were playing games in your dad's shop, and you always had kind of like a passion for video games. But how did that evolve into you wanting to stream for the first time?
Video games at home and whatnot on my mum's work computer. And I did, play video games before Twitch. There's a coworker of mine that told me about Twitch and live streaming before, but I did singing kind of streams.
Yeah, you're cutting out a little bit. Is anyone else hearing that, or is that just me?
Yeah, I am too. It's kind of been the whole. I think the sound gate might be a little bit lower.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah, you might have to
It's
put the
fine.
sound gate further down, even more than previous.
I'm gonna need a few more drinks.
When you started, was it still Twitch, or was it just in TV back then? By the way.
I don't know when
Oh,
into Twitch. I don't know.
Oh, okay. Well, then I guess we'll just assume it's Twitch then.
Yeah, I think it was Twitch back then in 2014.
Yeah, probably.
I think that I started in like March 2014, and that was Twitch. So yeah.
So a coworker told you about it, and you decided why not?
Yeah, I was thinking I'm playing video games anyway. I might as well get some friends.
Wow.
Do you remember what the first game?
sounds like all of us. the one thing that's crystal clear is like I was thinking about getting friends, and I'm like, oh man, that cuts deep.
Yeah.
We all, we're all Zearxy right now. We all need friends.
In this moment, we are all Zearxy.
Andy,
Just let me be small. Don't just let me
change
be
it.
small.
Just leave it. All right, okay.
I don't want to be big.
It'll go back again to the normal size probably, and okay.
I want to be a small boy. That's all.
I mean, I know what my first game was, obviously, which was GTA when I streamed. But do you guys all remember what your first game was that you streamed to Twitch?
I think Fortnite. I think.
Oh,
No. It couldn't have been. It had to have been GTA.
Yeah, it had to be GTA for me as well, unfortunately.
What about you,
Disgusting.
Zearxy?
The Vanishing of Ethan Carter was one of the first ones.
What the hell?
That's out of left field.
It actually says 8th of December 2014 here.
That's one of
Good
those
choice. That's a great
story-driven, like walking simulator type deals, right? It's like exploration. I heard it's really good.
I liked
Walking
it.
simulator?
Yeah, I've never played that.
Never even heard of it.
I think
Really,
I've
I'm
heard
surprised
of it,
you
but
haven't played it, bruh. That sounds like something you'd want to play.
Yeah, it sounds like the sort of thing that I would play. But I mean, I feel like I've heard of it once or twice or something, but I've never really. It's a mystery game with crime involved. Okay. How many viewers did you have in the early days?
Oh, maybe 5.
Yeah.
No.
Better than me.
Yeah, it's better.
Oh no. I did get very lucky. I was rated by this guy. What's his name? Nick or something. I don't even know. He's a big CS:GO streamer. Rated me pretty early, so I got pretty quick because of that. And then he kind of, went off a bit. But a few of the people that stay after that stay with me for years. I got.
Hey, man, that's what it's about. You get one, like, good human being from a raid, it's a net positive, Like, especially a random one from just some random person you don't know. Yeah, you get one person. Yeah, it's worth it.
Who knows? You might end up marrying him. Who knows?
Very unlikely, but it's very unlikely. But
why do you think I've been raiding you so much, Nos?
Oh, yeah, that's that. Hey, if I can move in with you, I'll put a ring on that finger right now. I need somewhere to live, please.
Yeah, man. Why not?
Like, is gay marriage legal in New Jersey? Well, I guess it's like legal everywhere.
It's legal everywhere, isn't it?
Yeah, God.
It's just called marriage now, by the way.
Is it legal across the U.S. now?
I hope so.
Well, we tried to stop it, but unfortunately, them filthy liberals up in Washington said that we couldn't stop it. So, dang.
Okay.
Oh man, what is happening?
See, it's difficult for me because like any question that I would have for Zearxy, I kind of know it, so it's like,
But the people that are listening don't. That's
but I'm trying to then think about what they might not know that might want to know.
Yeah, and plus you'll know what she will actually answer as well.
Yeah,
that's
we
true.
Don't know that.
So should I just ask and answer the questions?
No. Not.
You're really not good at this at all.
You can't answer. You can't answer for her. My goodness. That's something one of my kinfolk would do. They just answer for their woman. You can't do that.
I saw this clip last night of this kid that got drafted in the NFL. He was doing an interview, and he sneezes, and he blessed and thanked himself. He was like, "Oh yeah, I'm really happy to be part of the Jets organization. Achoo! Bless you, thank you." Anyway, I was like, "What? This is amazing."
That's so weird.
So that's kind of what you'd be doing. You'd be asking and answering the same question.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, let's not do that. So,
it's cooking. It'll come out of the oven. It's gonna be a hot question.
Wait
now
on this
you
one.
put far too much emphasis on it. You when I raided you, you were playing GTA, and that was your main game for a while. What stopped you playing GTA?
Oh no! Here we go. I'm leaving.
The main Nos. The main reason playing was that it was so buggy for me. Like I couldn't actually get into games. I couldn't play. It was mainly just sitting and waiting, and I get so frustrated and like giddy if I have to sit and wait. I can't keep a good stream if I have to sit and wait for something to load all the time.
Yeah, that's true.
And I kind of got a bit bored of it, to be honest, because I was doing the same things over and over again. Still like the heists, so if I go back, that's what I do. But
okay. So
what do you see like past streaming? Do you like how long do you think you'll still have a passion for it? If you still have a passion for it.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, I do, yeah. I don't know for how long. I'm trying to figure out, what I want to do with my life. I want to get an education. Yeah, so I'm trying to figure that out. But I don't think that would even maybe do it less if I found something that I'm, I do really like it. It's difficult sometimes when variety, like I don't know always what to play, and that kind of frustrates me a bit. Trying to figure out what people want to say, and I never get an answer. What they would want me to play, and then they don't come and watch me anyway.
Yeah, I feel you.
Do you kind of wish that you had like a game just a single game that you enjoyed a lot, that you know people always knew that you were going to be playing, and just everything is centered around one game? Or do you like having different games to play, even if it sometimes doesn't resonate with people?
I guess I'm not one game kind of gal. Like I want to play different games. I get bored of one game. Except for like Skyrim, I can play that for hours without issues. It would be nice to have one game that I can mainly play and then have a day or two a week where I do something else. I haven't found that yet.
Yeah, difficult to find that.
It's just something about having like the guaranteed viewers just by being in a particular game category, right? You know, like I'll stream whatever I want, and it's like five cool people show up. I streamed GTA for the first time in 3 months yesterday. 50, 40 viewers instantly. And I was doing nothing. I did nothing interesting. It was so boring, and people, it's oh.
It's interesting. Yeah, people like games that they like, I guess, and they want to see people play the games that they want to see. But I guess it's that distinction between how much you like the game versus how much you like the person. And I guess the true test is whether you're going to actually watch them play something else. And if you wouldn't, then you probably like them playing the game more than just them in the first place. Yeah, it's difficult.
The streamer game is difficult.
I would definitely suggest not getting your education in England, because Broughys is a master of math. He has his master's.
He actually has a black belt in mathematics.
I don't have a master's in mathematics.
Oh,
Didn't you?
No, my master's is in management. My bachelor's degree is mathematics.
Either way, he doesn't know how to count to 5 apparently. So, like,
that is.
No, I mean, university education I would get in Sweden. I either go to Sweden to study or do a distance course because it's free in Sweden. Here, it's not.
God bless
so
Sweden.
why would I pay thousands of pounds to get an education that I can get for free?
Yeah, it's so expensive.
Because the millionaires and the billionaires.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, what did you say you get paid for it?
Boys. Oh god.
What'd you say, bro?
No, what did you say you get paid for your education?
Yeah. I get money for it.
Man, that's so backwards to what I'm totally used to.
Man, I've heard of late stage capitalism. I haven't heard of late stage socialism. Is that what that's like? You get paid for going to school?
Yeah, that's
insane.
What?
BRB moving to Sweden. Yeah, I can understand that. Maybe we need to move to Sweden. Better internet, better education. Is there
any negatives? Are there any negatives to this place? Just one. One negative is all I'm looking for about Sweden.
Oh, this could get dicey.
Like there's a pothole on one road that you drove on frequently. Like, any negatives?
Politics, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's failing everywhere in the world, so it's not
We're going
a
down.
bad thing in comparison to other places.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not invested in it now anyway, because if I want to vote, I'd have to go to London to the Swedish embassy. So I can't do that.
Yeah, that seems like a lot of effort to vote, to make your one vote count when you're not even living there, I guess.
Speaking of politics, how is that working with you being a Swedish citizen and then Brexit and all that? Like, do you have any idea how that's going to work?
No idea.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
I
didn't think you did. I didn't think anybody had an idea of what's going on over there, but I figured I'd ask.
We're about as clueless as everybody else is with Brexit, even the people who are trying to sort it out. Nobody knows.
Better get that gold band on the finger. Does that do anything in England?
I probably will. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, happening not in the not too distant future.
Are we invited?
Oh no! Wow.
Whoa, that took way too long.
Wow, you can't even fake invite us. You know we're not gonna come. It's across an ocean. Okay.
Wow.
Like you can't just tell me, oh yeah, sure you can come, and then just not tell me where it is. You can't even fake invite me.
And he's like,
That's
oh, of
wrong.
course.
I mean,
I would show up out of spite if he did that, honestly.
my thought was when I was thinking that through that I can't really say this and invite you to, because if I do, then everyone else in the chat will want to be invited, and then everyone who's watching or listening will want to be invited, and you know.
That's the dumbest nonsense I've ever heard.
I've been in Noto since December of 2013. All right, I'm the longest reigning Noto and probably like viewer.
I
that
held
still
a
keeps up with
Western
you.
bagger in the sky for you with a cargo bomb for 45 minutes in 2014. Okay.
Roosevelt. We did those sweet launch glitches. What about all the good times, man? Come on.
I was there when you raided Zearxy. Okay. I was there.
True.
I remember
Yeah.
that day.
Were you? I've got footage about my chat. I can fact check this.
I think I was there.
Fact check it.
Yeah.
Fact check it.
Pretty sure. I was probably saying some bombastic shit.
So, have we got anything else to ask our lovely guest? You're the first female guest we've ever had on, by the way. Does that mean anything
Really?
to you?
Ooh.
Yeah. We're not, this may surprise you, but we're not a real hit with the ladies. we're not. Our demographics, I'm pretty sure there's one woman watching this, and it's you. So.
Oh, we got Wondersniff.
No, yeah, Wondersniff. Yeah, let's have Wondersniff as a guest. Come on, we need some gender equality.
She's a streamer too.
She is a streamer.
And actually, I heard that you guys all met up in Germany. How was that?
Yeah, great.
Yeah, Germany was fun. Yeah.
Yeah.
TwitchCon and everything. Yeah, well, actually, it was everything outside of TwitchCon that was more interesting than TwitchCon itself, I would have said.
Like
It's funny how
to
that happens.
point out that Thieves in the Night is also a lady as well.
Well, there you
Oh,
go.
really?
So we're up to 3
Oh. Wow.
out of a few thousand.
Breaking records here, boys.
Yeah.
We're killing the game. I also heard that you were prying in on some private messages between me and Lieutenant Banter, Broughys.
I was.
What?
Yeah. Apparently, I was saying some stupid stuff, and you were like, "Sometimes when I'm watching him on the podcast, I see him pause, and then he doesn't say something."
He said this in Germany. He was talking about certain things that you may have said in your messages, and I was like, do you know what? I can see him saying stuff like that. It's not beyond the realms of possibility. Yeah. I can see it sometimes on the podcast. He's about to say something and then he just stops a little bit, and it's probably for the best. I don't know.
Not true. I would never say that in public or private at all.
Yeah. We should do more. I mean, we're planning to go to TwitchCon in the US. So you know, that's less for you guys to
Where's that?
journey. That's San Diego.
I've never been west of the Mississippi.
Is that something
So-
that you hold dear to? You're never going to do or something? Or?
Yeah, I wear that like a badge of pride. I've never been west of the Mississippi. All I need's on the East Coast. Who
And
needs
I'm pretty sure it would be easier for me to go to TwitchCon EU than to go to California.
No
I feel
way.
like it'd be less of a flight.
No
Yes,
chance.
It has to be.
There's no way that
No,
it's no.
that is
No.
nope.
Ocean
Your math
small?
is way off. No,
No.
way.
Ocean small? Ocean big?
It takes 11
Ocean
hours to
very
get
big.
from the UK to San Diego, and that would be even longer to get to Germany for
It's
TwitchCon
about
EU.
5 to 7 hours, I think, from New York to Ireland.
Oh, was
or-
it Germany? Oh.
Yeah, but even if it was the UK, I mean, the UK is
How
about as.
long is the flight? We got that.
God.
We got to find.
You're thinking of Insomnia, I think.
But even so, it would still be quicker to go from. I would say that it's pretty much easier to get from anywhere in the US. Less time
What would it
to
be?
get anywhere
What would
in
it
the
be,
US
London?
to somewhere in the UK, from where Nos is.
Okay, it'd be 10 hours to go to London. Okay.
Yeah, way less to get to California.
Yeah, okay, maybe.
You could probably drive there in 10 hours. No, that's terrible. That's
No,
not true.
that's almost as bad as my math. It'd be a 7-hour flight, so it's only like 3 hours difference. I mean, I guess it's also way cheaper. It's significant.
Yeah, it's much more doable.
Wow, it's only like $270.
There you go. See, now you've said it. Now you've looked into it. You've said it.
I'm still too poor. Look, listen.
You
I work
have a job now.
job.
You know you can afford to.
It's barely minimum wage.
No, TwitchCon US. We'll do live podcast from TwitchCon US. If it still exists by then, by September.
Damn, yo. It's kind of funny. I'm probably not going to do it, but I thought it would be hilarious that in June or August, I was going to take like the 4th week of the month off and fly to England and then just be there for the podcast. You'd be like, "Where are you right now?" I'd be like, "I'm in London," just chilling.
That'd be so strange.
But I don't think I'm going to do that.
We'll just go to TwitchCon instead. We'll all meet up. Come on, Nos. We
All
need
right,
some
I'll go
peer
to
pressure
California.
from everybody in
When
the
is it?
chat as well. End of September, isn't it?
September.
I'll go, but not for TwitchCon. I'm not doing that. I'm going there for the legal weed, baby. Just kidding. I'm joking.
I have one more question for you, Zearxy. What do you have time to watch any streamers yourself? Who do you watch on Twitch?
If your answer's
I
not
don't.
sugar-free, Nos, and RDT, then I'm
I don't
probably
stream.
1322.
We don't stream anymore. So.
Yeah, I don't stream, so.
I don't have time. I usually stay a bit when I host or raid somebody. That's pretty much it.
Yeah, I mean,
really.
I'm the same.
Especially if someone is extra support and whatnot, or someone I know has been around like my community a lot. I try to some way. I've done some like offline hosts if I see that someone's online, but I don't get time.
Yeah, it's a shame how the streamer game takes away your ability to watch other streamers. So it's kind of something you have to give up.
Yeah, it does. I mean, I don't know. Doesn't just having, a job where you've got to put a lot of time into it and do that anyway. I mean, you just have so much less free time once you're out into the world and having to work full time or more.
Yeah. I work about 45 hours a week, and I'm like trying to get to bed by 10 or 11, so I don't have time when people are online to screw around and watch people play video games. I'm playing video games myself.
Yeah, it's just growing up, I guess.
Yeah.
Which you are doing, Nos. Tell us about your job.
Oh yeah, yeah. I got a job. Unfortunately, it's not. Whoo boy, I got a job. How should I word this for maximum impressiveness?
Oh, here we go.
Let's see here. I think my official title is delivery expert. So I'm a delivery expert for an international chain of pizza stores. Okay.
International.
Oh, no. What, do you work for Domino's?
Yeah, I work for Domino's.
Do you? Oh, I was hoping it was going to be like a mom and pop shop. You work for Domino's?
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Just
I
a
hope you're
corporate
sneaking
shill.
some cheesy bread or something.
Oh, don't worry. Yeah, it's. Yeah, I'm eating pretty good.
It's funny because you look good. It might be the black, but you're looking healthy to me.
Black, very slimming. Look very slim.
And for some reason, the light on your head, like on the top of your head, makes me want you to like dye that patch of hair like blonde. I want you to just get your long hair on top blonde. You would look super
You
dope.
just, like platinum or
Yeah,
yeah.
Hydrogen peroxide. That's what you use, right? Bleach blonde.
I'm not
Just
gonna
bleach
do
it.
that, but I appreciate your suggestion.
Do it, man. You'd be a stone cold stud.
Dude,
out here.
Everyone already thinks I'm gay. Do you think if I had like platinum blonde hair, dude, I would.
Listen, man. Mrs. Johnson orders up that pepperoni and extra sausage, and you just roll up in your Miata with the top down, hop out. Don't even like open the door. You just hop over the side. And she's like, she's just standing there in the doorway like this, and she's like, "Oh, hello there, Nos.
Yeah.
You got your breadstick with you?" And you're like, "Here's your, keep the change. I don't care." You're like, wait, yeah, that's what I see for you if you dye the top of your hair.
Well, unfortunately, if I were to give Mrs. Johnson the sausage, my delivery quota per hour would go down, and that would be bad. So I gotta keep those numbers up. I don't have time to.
Do you have proper like quotas that you need to match and everything? Is this...
No, there's no quotas, but the data is there, and I'm like on the bottom of the list of all the drivers. So
you are.
so it's probably not good. I drive slow and I talk with all the customers. So
okay.
yeah, I'm like, man, nice BMW got there. Tell me about it, and then we like talk for 10 minutes, and then I drive back to the store. So yeah, I have a job. I deliver pizzas. The schedule's rough. The job's okay. The pay's okay. I'm content but not happy. So that's been my life.
Aren't we all? Aren't we all?
Well, I mean, some people aren't content nor happy. So,
What are you using? I mean, you're not using the MX-5, right, to deliver pizzas?
No. I have the Cavalier, the terrible GM car for that. I did have to go in for like a 3-hour shift last Wednesday, and I took the Miata for that.
Okay.
That's fun. I need to get another vehicle that's like manual and fun to deliver pizzas in, because my job happiness went way up when I was in the Miata. So
why don't you deliver in the Miata?
Well, it doesn't have a roof. Well, I mean, it does have a roof, but it leaks a little, and I just like I go to some sketchy places, and B, some like inclines and driveways. I don't want to take that thing down. Like, I've bottomed out the Cavalier many times. Yeah, on people's bad driveways and potholes and all kinds of crap. So it's just not a situation I'd want to drive it in. The only reason I took is because it was 2 p.m. and I knew I wouldn't be going anywhere like terrible. So,
is this your first job?
Yes, it's my first job.
I was wondering what are our worst jobs?
I've only had 3 officially. So when I was a freshman in high school, when I was like 14 years old, I started working at my old elementary school as a custodian. So I did that until I graduated from college, so like 10 years. And then
wow, that's a long-term job.
Yeah, well, it was every summer. I was 14, 15, 16, up making $13 an hour 4 days a week. I was like, this is great.
That does sound great. Wow, can I take your old job?
Sure. And then when I graduated, I became a substitute teacher, and then that was probably the worst one. I didn't really like being a substitute.
For what reason?
Because it was like a K to 8 school, and the 8th graders, those kids that are about to go into high school, they suck, dude. They're so bad. Because they think they're, hot shit because they're the oldest in the school, and they're in for a rude awakening once they become the bottom of the barrel again.
I see.
And I was just like, have your fun. Be top dog for as long as you can.
That's why bullying needs to make a comeback, so put the kids in their place. Look, I was bullied, and I turned out fine. So obviously, we need to bring that back.
I'm not sure you'd find a lot of people agreeing with you on that one, though, right?
Yeah, but that's because they weren't bullied.
What about you, Zearxy? What was your worst?
Hence, I mean, I've worked at music festivals. Trash cans and stuff is pretty hard.
Yeah, I can't imagine that's nice.
Luckily, I didn't have to clean the porta potties, so I'm happy about that.
So that's a job someone's got to do, though.
But it's not her. She ain't.
Yeah.
No. But I mean, the worst one I've had was at a coffee shop, which was fine. But I worked at Game, but I only had like 4 hours a week scheduled, so I wasn't working enough. So I got a full-time job at a coffee place that opened up shortly after I started. it was the worst. Like my boss was the worst. The employee person was the worst. She was only like always on her phone behind the counter in front of customers and stuff. And he made sexual remarks against the people that were working there, all the girls I was working with. I lasted a month, and then I broke down. Like I couldn't. I had to go on sick leave. When I quit, a month after they opened, 8 or 9 people that quit before me. Newly opened coffee place, so that's the worst.
Wow.
I'm a good worker. I'm very like I'm there to work. You know, I'm not gonna just stand around or whatever. They lost out on me, really. Had some shifts where I quit. I think we closed at like 8 or 9, and then we got out at 10 in the evening. There by 5:30 or 6 in the morning the next day.
Ugh.
Open at 6:30, I think we opened. I can't remember exactly now. It's been some time.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was the worst. Absolute worst.
I mean, that
Probably blocked that out of your mind. That terrible
I'm sorry we
experience.
brought that back. Wow.
It's fine. It was nice working early in the mornings. Because you got the people like that were on the way to work themselves, and you made them coffees, and I got to make the croissants in the morning, and that was nice. And then I
Yeah, see,
quit at like 2 or something. So
that's a real shame how like you can have an environment that can be built to be a great job, you know, with hours you like and things, and then just people can ruin it, you know. That's a real shame.
Yeah. Is that coffee shop still existing? Yeah. Okay.
Wow.
it's the same owner, I think, as well, because it's a franchise. Sister has the second one in the city. They're all just dumb. They're stupid. All of them are just stupid. Like there was one thing. I was behind the counter. He called me. I looked at my phone, ran away to the back just to see like what it was. I answered him. He wanted me to change something, and then he took me to the side some time later, and he's like, "Oh, do you use your phone behind the counter?" Once, when you called, and then I got a scolding for that. And I was like, what the heck?
It was a trap.
He
It was a
was
trap.
standing there all day on her phone, and I was like, okay, great.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like the nicest place, the nicest environment. My God.
Was him doing that before or after you negatively responded to his sexual remarks? It had to be after. That's what he's salty about it. That's probably what it was. Like
It was
moron.
nothing towards me that I know. It was like
Oh.
other girls and stuff, and he admitted that he was like spying on us through like the cameras and whatnot, which is illegal. But
That's sketchy.
Excuse me. That's not right.
Yeah.
It's a little bit more than sketchy. I think
Yeah.
that's probably not.
Yeah. It can't
yeah,
be.
that's actually a bad experience too. But I'm not gonna go with that now.
Yeah.
So in the lamp shop. Yeah.
I mean, it can't be legal to be able to say that someone can finish at what 10 p.m. and then have to
No.
get up again to open at 6 p.m. 6 a.m. I mean.
No, I told them off.
Yeah.
There's certain things that you have to go by if you're in the union as a company. It has to be a certain time between when you quit. I think it's 14 hours or something like that. So I mean, I said that, and then I told the other girls working there that you're only allowed to work 40 hours a week, because that's according to the union with that job. And well, yeah, I got a warning for that.
You got a warning for telling the other employees their rights.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
What, was this coffee shop somehow like? Was this in the American Embassy of Sweden? Like something that would happen here.
How in the world are they still in business? That's ridiculous.
Yeah, I should say.
Yeah, I don't know.
I feel you on the turnaround shifts though, because my work will schedule that too. Like you'll have to close on a Saturday, which means you're there like till 2, and then come back in at 9 sometimes to open, which isn't as bad, but you know it's still not
That's
great.
still crazy. Yeah.
Yeah.
My worst was I lasted like 3 shifts at it. It was a Chinese restaurant as a waiter. and I'm not a good waiter. Let's put it that way. But they basically sort of just threw you in and didn't give you any information on what to do and just expected you to be able to do stuff. Like this couple ordered a bottle of wine and I was expected to go and do all the stuff, open it and pour it for them and see if they like it and all that kind of stuff. I think I was 16. I'd never done anything like that before, and I wasn't told to do any of that. And yeah, I lasted 3 shifts. I was like, this isn't worth it. So forget it. And then
18-year-old Broughys.
16-year-old Broughys then.
I know, but that was like pre.
That was,
I can't
yeah,
imagine
was
how
even
bad you were at 16.
Yeah. Yeah. So I guess that was the worst job I've had, but my other jobs have been okay. So I don't think I've never had anything as on the level of Zearxy in that coffee shop though. That's just,
she wins.
Yeah.
She wins.
Damn.
She wins everything.
Sweet. Worst work experience.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I have a question. All right. I have a question to ask all of you. Say I start at the back of a race. Right?
Oh God.
Say I start at the back of a race, right? And I work my way through the field and win the race. Would you call that a comeback?
I think officially.
For a minute.
I think officially that would be you giving the other people a handicap.
Yeah, but it's a comeback. It's coming back from a deficit.
I think the Patriots beating the Falcons in Super Bowl 51, trailing 28-3 at halftime, is a comeback.
Yeah, so how is that any different?
Because they didn't actively they didn't decide to go down 28-3, 25 points.
Yeah, but they still recovered from a deficit. I don't understand how it's different. They still won from being massively gone.
I mean, would you be mad at someone if they dug themselves into a hole and they were like, I can't get out of this hole? You'd be like, well, you dug the hole yourself. You wouldn't applaud them for getting out of the hole. You'd be like, good job on doing that.
I mean, that isn't a very good analogy.
It's a great analogy. You put yourself in a hole and you got out. We're not going to give you a cookie because you fucking put yourself in a difficult situation.
Yeah, I have to agree. I mean, when you start in last and the people in front of you were slower by upwards of a second.
Oh my God. Don't talk to me with that comment.
I mean, you were bound to overtake them at some point. You have to know this, right? A comeback is when you start in a good position. You lose the position, instead of taking yourself to the back, and then you got to work to get back. You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. It's pretty cut and clear, honestly.
I do you know what? I just find this amazing that, like, colloquially over the years in sporting events and anything, everybody said comeback for a team that is, down and out, and then they come back and win the game or whatever. And I've been using since 2014 the word comeback to describe me coming back through the pack and winning a race. But only recently, in the last 6 months, have people started to leave comments saying, this isn't technically a comeback, because you started at the back. It would only be a comeback if you were at the first place, and then you lost first place, went to the back, and then came back to win the race.
Yeah, I think that would be a comeback. That's a comeback.
But why do I have to be in the lead to then lose the lead and then come back?
You don't have to be in the lead.
But that's what everyone says.
No, if you...
So what position do I have to be for it to be called a comeback?
I mean, I don't think actively putting yourself in the back and then, if you started at the back, let's say on the grid, you just started at the back and then you won the race. Would you say, oh, that was a good comeback? Or would you say, oh, that was a good race, I won?
No, it was a good comeback because I was at the back.
Why would that be? Yeah, but you started at the back. You didn't come back from anything. You started back there.
I was in 30th position on the first lap,
God.
and then I won the race. How is that not coming back from the back of the pack?
Because where are you coming from?
The back
You're
of
not
the
coming
pack.
back?
I come back from the back.
No, but if you start at first and then you lose it, you're coming back to first.
Yeah, but you're taking the literal definition of the word "come back." A comeback means
I'm about to say something.
Oh no.
I can't like I just can't get why.
What is it, Zearxy? What's your opinion on this?
I agree with you.
Thank you.
Oh no.
And she's sitting a door away from you, and she can say that. I'm a whole body of water away, and I'll say it.
This is not how. I'll be honest. This is not how I was expecting this discussion to go. All right. A definition on the dictionary, in the dictionary of the word comeback, is to recover from a deficit in a contest or competition. How is me being at the back of the pack is a deficit? I'm in last place.
But you put yourself there.
So I'm still in last. I'm still recovering. It's not.
Keyword is return. Does it say return in there?
It's not return. It doesn't.
Oh,
No, it
return
doesn't
to
say
an
return.
earlier better position or condition.
It says to recover from a deficit in a contest or competition. To recover from a deficit. I recovered from being in last place to win the race.
Yeah. But can you start at a deficit? Like,
Well, yeah, starting in the back of the grid, you're starting in a 30-place deficit to the person who's in first.
I think we have a different idea of like a grid, because the way I see it, I mean, it's different in ball sports and team sports, because you start at 0-0, and then a deficit would be you're down 1, you're -1. It's like in racing, it's different in a way. But I still don't think that you would call somebody that starts in the back who wins. That wouldn't be a comeback.
What if he qualified in last position?
That's a whole different. That's a whole different.
And what if I
bag of
qualified?
hammers.
What if I qualified on pole position but had a technical infringement and was placed to the back of the grid and then won the race? Would that be a comeback?
I think that would be closer to a comeback.
So
than
how is
what
it
you're
different from me being on pole position when we start the race and host the race and waiting and letting everyone go past or going to the back?
Because you're just doing it to pat yourself on the back. You're saying, "Look how great I am."
No, I'm doing it to have interesting races. I don't do it to, the amount of races that I go to the back and end up 10th, 15th, 20th.
Listen, man.
Or a come from behind. Okay, look, the jokes write themselves at this point. Even the dictionary writes the jokes for me. Oh, man.
A comeback, or come from behind, is an occurrence of an athlete or sports team engaged in competition overcoming a substantial disadvantage in points or position, particularly if this results in the disadvantaged team winning. How does that not apply to starting a race at the back and winning? Coming from behind, comeback, it's not coming back to a previous position. It's a different definition of the word comeback. There's multiple definitions of the word.
Because I think in order to qualify as a comeback, it has to be during the competition. Like, it can't be. You can't set yourself up for a comeback. I don't think that. Personally, I don't think that's possible.
So if he were to get taken out in the first corner and then the guy didn't wait for him and then he won the race,
That's a comeback.
Oh, okay. So what you need to do is just like turn into people
Yo, mama.
accidentally at the beginning of each race, so then you can call it a comeback, I guess.
A comeback is a quick, witty reply. Your mama is a lame comeback, but a popular one.
Yo, mama.
Zearxy with the definitions.
I'm glad someone is here.
I'm sure I saw a BBC article the other day that used the word comeback in this. There was a basketball game recently, I think, where the team were like 30 points down or something. What was that?
Yeah.
And they won.
And they came back. Yeah.
They went from it being 0-0 to minus to plus.
Yeah.
So that's the problem, isn't it? That's the problem. I can't win by putting myself to the back.
No, I don't think
Even though
no.
logically there's no difference between me putting myself to the back or someone putting me to the back through a takeout. People somehow can't get over that distinction.
Nah, because if you started in like 5th place and then just got up into 1st, and that could qualify as a comeback. If you started in 5th and then just like led the whole race for 29 out of 30 laps, like, would you be like, oh, that's a comeback?
Finally,
I didn't start in first.
Finally, you've said something that makes sense to me in my mind as to why. Okay, thank you. I've been waiting for someone to tell me why I was wrong with this, and that makes sense.
Oh, cool. So did I win? Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. Sorry, what were you saying?
For me, it will only be a comeback if you lose places and you gain places. If you start in the back, then you just succeeded and you just won. It wasn't a comeback; it was a win.
So what would you call what would you call it? If say I was uploading a video from last to first, what would you call it?
From last to first, probably.
I don't know. I mean, what results in the highest viewer numbers? If the word comeback results in the highest viewer numbers and the most viewer engagement, then you need to keep using that word. Who cares if it's correct or incorrect? You're in the YouTuber game. You got to pay the bills. All right.
Well, that's what comeback
it's a
is.
crazy comeback. Almost died. Unrated. Okay. Uncut. That's what it is.
But then
Gone wrong.
Gone wrong in the hood. Social experiment.
So yeah, I mean, I get the idea that if you're placing yourself in, say, 5th place and you win the race, you can't really call that a comeback. But it also, like, then you could go the other way. If you get taken out from 5th place and you drop down to 10th and then go back to 5th, is that more of a comeback than going from 30th to 1st?
Yes, I think so. I think you show great. I think it's more impressive if you start at 30th and end in 1st, but that's just like a show of skill. I think you just need to face adversity rather than put yourself in adversity. You need to respond to what's happening in the contest to qualify as a comeback.
Okay. All right. I mean, you have finally said something throughout the past few months that has actually made sense to me. But I can get it, and I've been waiting for someone to actually say something that makes sense. But it's just
something about a broken clock.
It's
twice a day or something.
But it's so difficult that I've been using that word as, going from the back to the front for the last 4 or 5 years, and then in the last 3 or 4 months, people have had an issue with it, and I don't understand what changed. Where did that come from?
I don't know.
Does it even matter?
People just like to be. They like
technically
to argue.
Yeah. So, yeah, start of all these races, I need to start where I started, in pole position, when I host these races. Get someone to take me out on the first corner, and then do a comeback.
To take you out.
Man, I need to think of an entirely new name for all those comeback videos now. Then.
Yeah. Or just do you.
We need to.
It's like Zearxy said earlier in the podcast. Just do you. Who cares what people say?
Yes, that's the highlight of this show. That's what we need to take away.
Yeah, Zearxy's wisdom.
Yeah, she's the only one here with 2 brain cells at least to rub together. I've only got 1. It's not very strong.
All right. So I mean, I guess.
Scumbag. That's a good one.
I guess we'll open up the phone bank. Let's do that. So if anyone wants to ask any of us any questions. I mean, it's been a couple of months. Maybe you've been waiting to ask a question for a couple of months, and you got something to ask. Don't bring in your situations of comebacks and ask if they're a comeback or not. I'm not accepting that. But
Oh no, that'd be funny. I want those.
any questions? Get in the Discord phone bank. That's open to regulars and everyone else, all the Twitch subscribers, Patreon supporters, stuff like that. A little bit of gaming news. Oh, but first up, I want to talk about YouTube, the YouTube channel. We did hit 1,000 subscribers.
Hey, monetization city.
Not quite.
Oh shit.
I think it's 4,000 hours of watch time we need first, and we're on like 2,500 or something. So we've still got a bit to go before we get that. But we've hit step 1.
Come on, we need to be making money.
Yeah.
I'm not making enough money for my job. I need more.
Have some damn faith, Nos.
No.
But I think the YouTube the clips and stuff went well. The gaming night and the GTA stuff, it was enjoyable. People seem to enjoy, so we'll do more gaming nights. Gaming news. There's been a lot of talk about crunch in gaming and crazy work weeks and stuff like that. People working 60, 70, 80 hours a week in the gaming industry to make video games. Anybody have any thoughts about that?
Yeah, they're not working enough, obviously. I mean, we've had some real crap games here lately. I mean, maybe we need to up that to 100, 200 hours a week.
How many hours are in a week again? Isn't it like 160 something?
You're the math guy.
Yeah. I mean, it's just it's not good that all of these
probably not.
These developers, because they're not unionized or anything like that, so the gaming industry can just hire people, and then it's always that sort of thing where, okay, we want you to work overtime, but you don't have to, but they know that their contract's not going to be renewed if they don't, and they've got nothing against that. So
Doesn't
it's
sound
a bit
like
shady.
they have a good union.
They don't have any unions.
That's why, there's no union.
Yeah, there's no.
That's pretty sad.
Because God bless America.
So yeah, just something that I felt we should highlight at some point.
It's not right. Not right.
I've got a question for you, Nos.
Oh,
Epic exclusivity. Do you have any opinions?
I hate it. It's awful.
Because you've hated console gaming and all the exclusive stuff, and even though me and RDT have often said, exclusives are needed to sell consoles and stuff, you've been like, nope, never an exclusive, and now PC gaming has exclusives.
Well, PC gaming has always had exclusives to platforms. I mean, but typically that's been in a situation where the company who owns the platform is also the publisher of the game, right? With what you have with Epic is them buying the rights to other game developers' games and putting it exclusively on their platform. Yeah, I don't like that. And plus, the Epic platform is just measurably a worse platform than Steam.
Yeah.
It's not secure. It has less features. It's terrible. It's not good. So, I mean, maybe if the platform was comparable to Steam in security and features and usability, maybe I wouldn't have as much of a problem. But,
It's a shame that it actually works, though, because I just experienced it, having to buy something on Epic. I wanted to play the final season of The Walking Dead, and they bought the rights to that, so it's only available on Epic. And I've got all the other Walking Dead games on Steam that I had to buy on the Epic store.
Yeah,
and there's nothing we can do.
I'm really in a position where we're not going to be able to stop them, right? There's nothing we can do to stop them. We can just not buy the games, but they're going to keep buying games. It's going to keep going well for them. So just please make the platform good and secure and usable, please. Epic, use all that Fortnite money for something. Make a good platform. Yeah, that's the part of it that I don't like is that the platform is just measurably not good. I mean, you can go look at, someone posted that big checklist of features, all these things that Steam has and Epic does not have, and it's a bunch of crucial things.
Yeah.
That's the worst part about it, I guess.
Nintendo Switch models are rumored. Anybody bothered?
Nah.
No.
I literally just got my Switch like a couple months ago, so
Yeah, same.
I'm not
Zearxy got
excited.
me mine. So, it has been rumored, but also they've said that it's not gonna, they're gonna have no new hardware like that at E3 or anything. So hopefully it's a little bit further down the line, so I can get a bit more life from the Switch.
even then though, I'm not a huge early adopter to like new versions of stuff. I don't know. I heard rumors about the a bunch of flex on you classless peasants. I heard rumors about like the AirPods. Yeah, I got AirPods. I
Whoa.
heard rumors about the AirPods too.
Put those
when I was
away.
gonna buy those.
I'm too poor to look at those.
That
Put
look
those
from
away.
Zearxy, it was just like, oh my god.
When I was gonna buy those, I saw that the AirPods 2 might be coming out. I was like, I don't care. I'm just gonna get these.
The AirPod. What do you mean AirPods 2? There's already 2 of them. Like, what do you mean? Funny.
Oh god.
Zearxy, do you play the Switch at all? I know you got it for him, right? Didn't you buy it for him?
Yeah, it was his birthday present.
Yeah. Do you play it at all, or does he not let you?
I haven't played on it in a while now, but I started up Let's Go Pikachu.
Oh, cool.
I'm gonna continue playing that, but I don't really get time to play video games outside of Twitch.
Damn, you guys are made for each other.
And
Yeah,
when
really.
when I do, I play Overwatch mainly, really.
What do you main in Overwatch? Anything in particular?
Moira.
Ah. Yeah, sorry. I only am friends with McCree mains, so. So.
I mean, I've had to do a tank mostly lately because people go like all DPS because they can't use the brains.
They can't use the brain.
And I had to focus on tanks and healers really, and Moira is a good mix of healing and DPS. So.
McCree, shut your mouth, waifu. Shut your mouth. McCree is the only good thing that came from Overwatch. That's it. That's the only thing is McCree is a character. McCree is great. Okay. McCree is excellent.
I have no idea what any of this means. No.
McCree's the
this is all
cowboy
foreign.
character.
Yeah,
McCree's the cowboy character in Overwatch.
of course he is.
Yeah, he's pretty cool. I like McCree. He's the only thing I like about Overwatch.
Bastion though.
What about Bastion?
Bastion, that's like the only character you know.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I played one game of Overwatch on the demo, and I won it, and I got best player with Bastion, and I never played it again. I was like, okay, that's me done with Overwatch. I'm the best player in the game, so.
You did play it. I made you. Remember?
Yeah, I have played it since you've made me play it a little bit. That's true. Oh yeah. Okay, I can't claim that anymore. Damn it.
Yes. Is there a cowgirl in Overwatch now? I don't keep up with Overwatch. Is there a cowgirl character? Oh, cool. Okay.
Is
Well,
her
then
theme
she's
song
alright.
that Doja Cat song? You know that song? Moo, bitch, get out my hay.
Oh.
You never heard that song? I love
I've
that.
That's amazing though.
The PS5. We've had details about the
care.
PS5. What the?
You just leaked the PS5. They're coming for you.
Oh no. It's gonna have ray tracing supposedly and SSD.
Stop. Listen, no. Stop with your stupid dumb features. How about you just make the game run at a respectable frame rate? We don't stop. Stop running games at 4K at 5 frames. Stop. No one wants it. I'm tired of it. I'm so sick of all these stupid little features that cost us frames.
But Nos, this is 8K.
Oh yeah,
I
they've
don't
said
care
it.
how many.
8K. 8 whole Ks. and ray tracing, and an SSD.
Now, okay, so
I don't know what any of
SSD
this shit
good.
means.
SSD good. I approve of that, but
So the tech demo that they gave, the SSD, they were running a copy of Marvel's Spider-Man PS4 game. They were running it on a PS5 dev kit, and they went from I think it was 30 to 40 second load time to half a second.
that's
Damn.
actually, yeah. SSDs are really important.
They also advised that when Spider-Man's running on a PS4, you're speed limited because it can't stream data off the hard drive fast enough. So they took that completely off, and you were able to go at like 1,000 miles an hour across the city.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
See, now that's a good improvement. I mean, I think both the consoles should have SSD as standard. Absolutely.
Yo, I don't know what any of this stuff means. I'm just like, I buy a
SSD
system,
very
I
fast,
put games in
very
it.
fast load. Very fast.
I'm
load. That's all you
hoping
need.
that the Xbox, to be honest, is the better platform of choice between the two. I'm so sick of using PlayStation ecosystem and controller and everything.
I feel you.
What are you looking
Yeah,
at
the
me like that
PlayStation
for?
UI is trash.
Yeah, that's real talk right there.
Yeah.
It's really bad. It's really bad. I hate it.
I would love to hear you speaking like an urban lingo. Like, yeah, dog, that's real trash, homie.
Yeah. Yo. Is there anything else?
So, do we actually? I mean, it's been so long now. Do we actually have any last episode comments,
Wait,
numbers,
what?
and
I
stuff?
don't think
Are we
there
really-
were any comments on the last episode, so
We do actually. Phil has done his homework. Thank you, Phil, for doing your homework. We had 87 comments.
We're not going to talk about the predatory Mortal Kombat microtransactions.
Oh well, I mean, did you add it to the
I don't know
document of
anything
the
about
things
it.
that we have to say? No.
Yeah, totally.
Come on then, talk about it. I haven't
I don't
been
know.
up to date with this actually, so
I don't play fighting games.
I actually have no idea what it is. I just heard that, like,
Just getting up in the morning is enough of a fight. I
You
don't
gotta-
need to play fighting games.
I heard that it basically makes no sense to actually play the game to unlock things. And it
yeah, I
would
saw
cost, like,
something about a
thousands of
huge
dollars.
grind and just ridiculous like microtransactions or something. But I mean, isn't that all
Yeah,
things
everything
these days?
nowadays.
Yeah. Right. Comments? How many? What was
Yeah,
the word? I
so-
can't remember.
We were at 87 comments, and to annoy Nos, G-Fred was the, the specific comment that people had to mention. So, how many people do you think?
How many people
comments
said G-Fred
mentioned
out of 87
G-Fred?
comments?
I fucking all of them. No. Out of 87 comments, I'm gonna say
I'm
that-
going.
36 people said
That's
G-Fred.
quite high. I was going to go high. I was thinking 40 was quite high, but I'm going 40.
All right, Nos.
Nos or Zearxy, whichever.
52.
52.
52.
That's a lot.
That is a lot. Yes.
How active do you think our community is, Zearxy? How many people would mention G-Fred in the comment that we asked them to out of 87?
I mean, I'll just throw a big number there. Let's say 72. I was gonna say 69, but let's just do 70.
You should have stuck with that. You should have just deadpan said that. That would have been great.
69.
Okay.
Wow. So after all that, the correct number was just 27. Just 27. people.
27. Wow. Okay.
Wow.
27.
We're all over.
It was mentioned a total of 28 times, and the only person that mentioned it twice was our one and only Ramo the Reaper. Well done, Ramo.
Yo, Ramo.
Alright.
Nice.
Yeah, those were our comments.
Well, all of you listening and watching, and you better get to the new channel and be commenting whatever we decide to say this time, because 27 isn't good enough. Disappointing.
Yeah, no. That's not enough viewer engagement.
Community questions. Do we have some questions?
We sure do. I'm going to bring Dr. Cola Bottle in first because he has a prior engagement that he needs to get away for. So,
Hello, caller. You're on the Choking Hazard podcast. Who is your question for, and what is your question? I love when I say that, and then I just hit silence. It's really great.
just dead air.
Dead air. Good old.
All right, thanks for that, Dr. Cola Bottle, who's just left.
Well, what was his question?
Right.
You can ask his question.
His
for him.
question was, what would each of your ultimate 5-car garages be?
In real life?
Like in real life?
In real life.
Haven't we had a question like this before? Maybe.
Damn, yeah.
Probably. I'll go first, I guess. So 5-car garage, huh? Well, my Miata, a 93 Fox body Mustang, a 76 F100 short wheelbase.
This is very specific.
Yes, it
This
is.
is a man who's thought about this previously.
A Subaru, like a mid-2000s Subaru WRX wagon, and a... what else? I need something front-wheel drive. Front-wheel drive. I don't know.
Why do you need something front-wheel drive?
I've got to have all the drivetrains, right? Yeah, I gotta have one of each drivetrain. Maybe, yes. I don't know. I've only got 4 right now. Come back later. I'll figure it out.
Mine would be Ariel Atom V8. Lamborghini.
I'd say to Dr. Cola Bottle that would be the first thing
Yeah.
you say.
Lamborghini
5 times.
Diablo.
5 of those.
5. Range Rover for the kids and the school runs and all that nonsense.
Whoa! What? Did you just leak some information?
No. Just we're talking in the future.
The hypothetical.
Yeah. Aston Martin DB5. And I can't think of a.
All of your cars
fifth
seem
one.
very unreliable. They all seem very unreliable.
I don't know. The Ariel Atom's got a Honda engine, does it not?
Yeah, I mean the Ariel Atom.
When you Range Rover your Aston Martin, they're all in the shop. You can take the Atom.
Yeah, there's probably another one in there somewhere, but I can't think of what it is.
RDT next, I guess. Zearxy's gonna have the best answer. So
I'm gonna have some basic ass shit. I'm gonna do like 69 Camaro, like a 56 to 58 Chevy Apache.
That's
Probably
not basic. That's interesting.
probably like a Harley Dyna Super Glide or a Street Glide. Maybe like a GTR or something. You know, so,
Yeah, GTR is the I want a supercar, but I don't want to pay $300,000.
Yeah, exactly.
$100,000.
yeah, just to drive real fast. And then probably another bike. I don't know, like a Victory or like an Indian or something.
Okay. Zearxy, do you have some picks?
I had to write them down because I had to think about this.
Oh.
I mean, first of all, I'm not good with cars. I'm not. And for me, it would depend on like where I was living. So if I would, like these are my choices. If I would live here, but say if I was living like in California or something, I'd get more high end. Yes, because I wouldn't feel comfortable driving around in something super expensive here. But I mean, I'd go with the Range Rover as well. I don't know models, anything, something big and fancy, but not too fancy kind of thing. I would totally get a Mazda MX-5 because I freaking love those.
Yes!
They are beautiful, and I'd really like to have one.
Okay, that would be my 5th car, a race-ready MX-5.
Yes. Yeah.
Time.
I would get a Mini just a regular black Mini. I think they're really nice. I've been wanting a convertible one, but I think just a regular.
Yeah, you can have
And-
the MX-5 for a
No.
convertible.
Is that a proper Mini or a BMW?
The BMW, I guess, like one of the newer ones.
Ugh.
Sorry.
Sacrilege.
And there is something I've wanted since I was like, I can't remember, maybe 14, 15. I've always wanted an old school Volkswagen camper van.
Yes.
So long. I've always wanted one. So if I had money and didn't, you know,
You
if
don't
there wasn't
even
a problem,
just come
I'd
over here.
get
You
one.
probably get one of those for like $5. Excellent.
Good choices.
See, I told you she had the best choices.
She-
I wasn't lying to you.
My neighbors have a van, a VW bus.
Speaking of cars, I want something manual and cheap and good on gas to deliver pizzas in. What do I get?
Got a Mazda 3 or something, secondhand.
I'd rather have rear-wheel drive, though.
You motherfucker!
But
You're such a beggar. You can't
It's-
choose.
It's the fucking MX-5 search.
I know, I
all
don't- I
over
don't-
again.
I
all
don't-
over again.
I don't want another.
I
one.
don't want
already
to have to
one.
go out of my state to find this car. It's got to be in 1989. 1989.
Oh yeah, Hammer, what are you off? Do you have 5 cars?
Oh, yeah.
I would have a Nissan GTR. I would have the new Tesla Roadster when it comes out because I like electric fast cars. I would have a 1968 or 69. I'm not too fussed. Mach 1 Mustang.
I'd go for the 69. Get the sunglasses, RDT, quick.
I mean, they're quite similar. It's just the headlights that are different, really. I'm not too fussed about it. I would have an old Mini, a proper old Mini, and it would be purple and white because they're the best colors. I don't know what
agree,
else
man.
to do.
White is the best color. It's one of them.
Oh God! Stop!
Come on, the opening was there. I had to take it.
Stop.
And maybe
Just
maybe
open the
something-
door.
Maybe something like properly wild, like a Roadrunner or something. Just something crazy. A retro mod Roadrunner, something like that. Yeah, that's probably it.
We got another question.
Oh wow, that
we
was
sure
the
do.
first question.
Oh, yeah.
That was the first question.
That
Yeah.
was question number 1. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you to Dr. Colabottle who had to nip away for that question. So the next question is from Waifu.
Hello, caller. You're on the Choking Hazard podcast. Who is your question for, and what is your question?
Hello, yes, I have a question for Liz. Being a girl in gaming, I wanted to ask if you've experienced, maybe in your childhood, any stereotypes. Because when I was in school, gaming wasn't as much of a common hobby for girls. So,
Stereotypes, how?
I mean, just generally, maybe like you know how is maybe from the old COD videos, something like, "Hey, get in your kitchen, make me a sandwich," and stuff like that. like good or bad.
Clip that. Repeat it. Let's go.
I mean,
No.
I've always had nicknames where people just assume that I'm a guy. Like with Zearxy, people just assume I'm a guy. So I guess I didn't really get that too much. And I mean, I'm not going to get into like my school experience, but school was shit. Hated it. Hated all of it. Talking about bullying, I don't know. So nobody in my real life really knew my interest in games, I guess, except for my like close friends, and they didn't care like what gender I was playing video games. But I haven't really gotten that. Yeah, I think I got unlucky with that.
Yeah. Could have been worse.
It
Yeah.
always can be worse.
Can always be worse. Oh man, Nos and I are done.
We're like the same person.
Except very, very different.
Yes.
Thank you for the question, Waifu.
Yeah, thank you for the question.
Yeah,
Good
anytime.
answer.
Thanks for the podcast.
You're welcome. Is that
Very
it?
easy to
we got any more?
please. Any other questions, Hammer?
We do have one person in the phone bank, but they're apparently too scared to talk. So,
Okay,
Who is it?
what's-
Put him on blast.
it was One Scared Boy is his
Oh,
name
well,
in
obviously
Discord.
he's scared.
That's his actual
Next
name
question.
in Discord as well. One scared boy.
Yeah, we weren't lying to you.
Oh, he's saying he can talk. Bear with me just a moment.
Oh.
You're going to need to fill for a second, all right?
Oh
We
my
struggle.
god.
We've struggled to fill, in for the past 44 weeks. How are we going to do it?
We struggle to do this 11 times a year. Like,
Yeah.
how are we gonna do anything else?
This one will be 11 times a year now that we missed out last Monday.
Yeah, that's what I
sorry
mean.
about
Yeah.
that. Yeah, my schedule sucks real bad.
You're going to love this one, guys.
Okay.
Oh, yeah?
Anyway, here's One Scared Boy.
Hello, caller. There's nothing to be afraid of here on the Choking Hazard
Hello.
podcast. Yes. Who's your question for? And what's your question?
It's for all of you.
Okie dokie. Ask away.
Right. Is the F620 really that bad of a car?
No, it's not. It's over exaggerated.
It's just boring.
Broughys does it for the memes. It's not that bad.
It's a meme. It's a meme, you dip.
Hey,
Well, now he's not ever gonna come back.
Yes, it is. But no, in my defense, I said how bad it was, how bad I thought it was in that original testing video back in the day, and people just ran with it, don't blame me for... I didn't exaggerate. It's a bad car. It drives badly. It looks terrible, in my opinion. It's just, there's nothing good about it.
It doesn't look that bad. Okay, it doesn't look
Does it have
that
advanced
bad.
handling flags?
It looks horrible.
No,
It
now
looks-
you
to
you're
me,
just
To me, I have to agree with Bruff. It's a little bit low poly for my liking.
Yeah.
well, it was probably
think it's
modeled in
clean.
2009. So no,
Yeah, I
in
know,
fact,
but so-
no,
so-
it was in GTA 4.
Yeah.
So
It looks better in GTA 4.
True.
Fair.
It does look better in GTA 4.
well, the true 200 IQ level car is the Super GT. Super GT
Yes.
much better.
Oh,
yeah, the Super GT was a lot better, but the F620, meh,
Did I get big again?
a little bit. What's your opinion, Zearxy, on the F620?
the
Which
car
car is
itself
that?
is okay. Like it's. I mean, I go on the other end of the spectrum saying that's the best car I've ever seen. Just for you.
Yeah, just to annoy me, I
That's how
know.
it goes.
Drives like butter.
I don't like the handling. I hate muscles, and to me, how it's like a muscle. It's really slippery, and I can't really. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you drive with the
I love
keyboard,
it.
don't
It's
you?
the best car in the game. The 20s, chrome with dollar rims, and you'll be happy for life.
White walls.
God damn it. Gotta have
So
the
that's
white wall.
so that's she likes the F620, and she agrees with RDT's terminology for comeback. So
Opposites
is
attract,
there
man.
going to be friction in the house tonight, guys? Or
Opposites
Yeah,
attract.
she's sleeping on the couch.
There's no.
Oh! More like she's putting her feet up while you're making dinner, boy. That's what you
Yeah,
mean.
okay, fine.
That's what you mean, right? I'm giving you an out. Say yes.
Yeah, that's totally what I mean.
all right.
All right, so
we have one more person. in
Thank you
front
for
of
the
us.
question.
Listen,
I trust him.
I'm not taking another.
I trust him.
Last
Look,
one
it-
was
reliable,
Whatever.
good question,
Whatever.
guaranteed.
This-
Is that Mega Mario?
the rules of the podcast have just flown out of the window. They've got their
Yeah.
time to get in the phone bank.
people are just coming in late and we're just allowing it, and I'm not happy
Look,
about it.
we can look. Listen. Yeah. Hey. Welcome to the podcast. Who's your question for, and what's your question?
Hello. Question is for Broughys about the steward's room.
Oh wait, no, not me. No, get out.
You wanted him on. You wanted to
Never
ask. You
mind.
wanted him to ask the question. You wanted to bring him in, Thomas. You gotta live with your decision now.
It's okay. It's okay.
What's the question about the steward's room?
Would you be willing to have a one-off episode where it was only things where you were involved and we vote,
Only
you
things that
defend
I
yourself.
was involved.
and you have to defend yourself?
No, because I feel like I either know that I was in the wrong or you were all wrong. So there's no point in doing anything like that. Maybe that's not a bad idea. Maybe we'll do a one-off episode like that at some point.
It's just because I have some clips.
I've been stolen.
I have photographic evidence that you have caused raising incident.
You can also include coin if you want.
I can't believe I give you a chance. Come in here out of the
This was a
out of the goodness
mistake.
of my heart.
This is what happens when you give people a
You
platform.
ask about a series that no one watches. What?
Sorry,
No,
not.
it's-
Deplatform everybody. Censor the majority.
Now we could.
Yes.
I could consider doing that as a one-off, maybe for a fun episode.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you for the question.
Thank
Thank you
you.
for having me.
Right, so we've got two more things to
Now
do.
we're done.
No, we've got two more things to do. RDT, you.
Oh yeah, I mean this is going to be a good one. I had 2 months to prepare. Some people have called me the Jimi Hendrix of guitar playing of our generation, and that's why I've come totally prepared to serenade the people with music. No, I'm not going to do it. Don't worry. Fuck. All right. Well, that didn't work. I'm drinking. I was going to try to do Jimi Hendrix because this is called Voodoo Ranger, and I've been practicing for 2 hours. The intro to Voodoo Child song. This is a beer by New Belgium. It's an IPA, as we all know. That's what I prefer. It's delicious, and this is the best podcast that you can watch. Okay.
Is it quaffable?
Do you guys hear that?
No.
Yeah.
What?
Sounds like an ice cream man.
Hurry.
Oh yeah, dude, I do hear it.
Nice. Well, that was a great interruption. I'm glad that I was able to segue
Oh,
to that instead of
man.
my
If I heard an ice cream truck outside my house, I would leave and go get some ice cream.
Yeah. Well, I got to do this shit. So yeah, it is quaffable.
Well, thank you for that. Yeah,
Only
Amadeus
he
Minute
was better on guitar.
lives
If
up
I'm-
to all expectations.
I was doing a lot better when I wasn't under pressure.
Yeah, you've raised the bar too high for yourself now.
Yeah.
All right, so
No, I mean on the guitar. I mean the
Oh.
Apple Juice Minute's always trash. We know
okay.
this.
Oh yes. I thought
so
it was
we've
okay.
got the choke of the year to look at. Zearxy, if you want to look at these clips,
Here comes all the
it should
viewers.
be
We're
up.
about to put GTA on the screen.
Just
Here
up
they
in the
come.
chat, the link to the playlist will be. But over the past 12 months, we have voted. You guys have voted on what you think the best choke has been from people submitting the clips, and we've taken those 12 winners. We had our own discussion and vote to decide which we thought were the best, and we've got 5. These are all up for the vote for the choke of the year.
Choke of the
year.
year.
And it's up to you guys to decide which gets the title of choke of the year. So all of the chokes that we're about to see have been seen at some point during the course of the last 12 months. And let's get into it. So,
Get right into it.
there we go.
So
We're good.
your vote really does matter this time as well, because there is a prize for Choke of the Year, like there was last year.
Yeah.
It's not increased in value any, but it's there.
What was
So
the
the-
prize again? I can't remember what it was.
$25.
The winner wins a £25 Euro $25 voucher for Steam, Xbox,
okay.
or PlayStation, their choice.
Gotcha.
What
Who's
does
paying for
second
this?
place get?
Me, I am.
Nice. Thanks, Hammer.
That's all right.
Yeah. There was a choke of the year last year as well. There was.
Yes,
So-
there was.
It was
Right.
Johnny. Johnny won it.
Yeah, I remember
Yes.
that.
Oh, was it with his when he ran out of gas? Was that it?
That's the
Had
one.
to have
Yeah.
been,
Yeah, that was good. That was really good.
Right. Okay. So let's get started with these. I'm gonna start the playlist now. So this is week 3 from Faruja.
Way back.
Way back.
Way back.
You want to tell us what's going on, Nos? You
Well, he's
wanna-
hitting a little bit of. Oh,
Yeah,
Nah,
it's,
let's
it's not. We're playing San Andreas here, which is very much not GTA 5, which is why this is my pick. Spoiler. But we're in one of the races in San Andreas, and he hit a little hill, and then he hit a bump, and then he went off a cliff, and now he's way down at the bottom of a ravine, having a hard time getting back up.
he's recovering. He recovered pretty well. He's still in first. Oh,
He's not in first anymore. He's
no.
now he's falling down a cliff, and
He's very much
gone.
not in first anymore. Wow.
He's in a river. He's in a river.
All he had to do was not do that second thing, and he would have won. But he kind of,
Botched it.
you know why he's here. You know why he's here.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know why.
So next one from week 5, R2X DJ.
Gang burrito.
Gang Burrito. It's been
Near
a 20 minute race.
18 minutes on the clock.
Yeah,
He's
we're-
in first. 2 people right behind him.
Yeah, first place, right at the end of the race. So coming around the final few corners. Clips the inside barrier. Takes out second place as well. And I'll take that win. I don't mind that one. that was a good one.
Yeah, that
Damn.
was a rough one.
Oh, and then
That
it's from,
sucks.
oh yeah, I forgot my perspective was in that as well.
Yeah.
You're probably saying something very loudly.
I was.
It's like, no
I was
way.
probably saying it was a comeback or something.
What a comeback.
I saw it back in 30th place.
This
Sorry,
clip was from week
overhead.
6, the next one.
Oh yeah, I remember commenting on how crisp this video was.
Yeah, the quality.
Oh, so good.
Fi-
Alright, we
so-
got mules everywhere. We're racing mules. There's tubes in the platform.
It's like a stunt race for mules.
Yes. Mules, obviously, the
Ooh, look at
superior
coin.
racing vehicle.
Wait, what?
I played this track recently on Patreon stream.
And this video is offered in 4K 60 FPS. Just want to mention that. This is better.
Driving
This
very
video
fast.
quality is better than my game looks.
Than your game looks.
Like just running it.
So he's making his way through the pack. 2 people who take each other out, so he's got up into first.
I'm in the lead.
Very happy about
This
it.
is some high. Oh, and look at that. He's up into first now with an accident from the other 2.
And rip.
What the?
Ooh. That's what vanity does for you, folks.
Yeah.
Pay attention.
Didn't realise there was a hole in the middle of the road. And went straight down.
Oh,
You know what they say, better left unread than dead.
Just after he just got into I think the fact that he was laughing so much about it, everyone else having issues, made it even worse.
yeah, I'm pretty sure that's called karma.
So
Alright,
this is
so
from
yeah.
week 7, this one. So
Yeah,
week
so
5,
this
6, and
is
7
week
the last
7.
3.
Got an Osiris. We're doing a stunt race, one of those like super cool stunt races where you actually like do
Ooh.
stunts.
I haven't
And you
done
don't
one of
have
these
to do
before,
anything.
but I'd like to. Seem like fun.
A lot of these you don't have to like even do anything though, right? You just kind of line your car up and then let it do its thing.
Yeah, I think so.
Ooh.
It's got to take a lot of talent from the creators of these.
Oh my god, yeah, it's incredible.
Yeah, because you have to use a specific car for things like this, right? If you're in any other car, all the little dinks on the back end and stuff like that won't work.
Mm.
So he's been in the lead for a while.
He's chilling. I actually really like the audio on this one. I
Yeah.
remember when I was picking these out.
Final corner.
Oh no! Don't.
Maybe I can get a
fucking
win.
Tell me no. No.
Oh, rip. Right at the end. The rage quit.
Oh no! What a shame.
Final corner meltdown. Yeah, those stupid lampposts.
Oh, hey, Zearxy's back.
What?
Hello.
Right, so let's just skip it on to the next last clip.
Yes.
Yeah. Are we on it?
We're starting it now.
All right. We're in the
There has to
vigilante.
be a better way to do this.
This is from week 12.
Yeah,
Premium
this is
race.
whoever's playing has an unnecessarily long language. So it must be German.
What does that say? Begib dich zum Ziel?
Yeah,
hell
I'm
is
not
it?
really sure. Uh-oh. He's gotten stuck between gas pumps. At
I
the
mean, I
end of the
remember
time
this one.
trial.
Damn,
He's
yo.
so close as well to the finish line. He had about 10 seconds to get to the finish line, and oh god, everything's gone wrong on the screen. Everybody's
Oh,
huge.
no.
I think it's because Zearxy left and now came back and everything's.
Yo, just listen to this. Do not watch this podcast.
Yeah.
Do not watch this
If
show.
you're at work, just put this on a tab and go do your work on a separate tab. Do
So
not watch this
you can
podcast.
vote. If you're watching live, vote in the chat.
The correct answer is number 1. Because it's not GTA 5.
Yeah, if we're already doing our own votes, which we shouldn't do because that would influence voting possibly.
I'm
Yeah.
here to influence the vote. Okay.
This is chalk of the year. Remember, this is important.
So
Yeah.
should we actually state our case? Because I'm with Nos. I'm with the GTA San Andreas one. Like, yes, the first choke was like, oh, that's bad. But at that point, you should know not to screw up again, of which he screwed up royally and completely took himself out of the entire mission.
I disagree.
Yeah, I
course
mean,
you do.
there's the objective correctness, and then there's what my heart says, and my heart is way more important.
I
So,
think-
What do you think? Well, what do you think? Nos, what is objectively? What do you think?
number 2 for sure is
Yeah.
objectively the.
What was
the
number
best
2?
show.
The number 2 is objectively the best
He
choke
chokes
in the
and
definition
takes
of a
out.
choke.
Yeah.
On the
And he
final
didn't
corner, in the lead, takes out not himself, but only second place. Second place as well, even.
Yeah.
Number
I mean,
2.
that doesn't mean he should win just because he's the best.
Well, we've
I
had
don't
plenty
think
of very
that's
good
best choke.
chokes previously not win choke of the week because people are fickle and like the things that look the best rather than are the best. But
Yeah.
Broughys in it. He benefited from that choke, so he can't vote on that one.
okay, well, number
That's my
5 then. I like the premium race choke. Number 5 would be my vote if I'm not allowed to vote on number 2 because he
Liz,
was
did you
so
watch
close,
any
and
of
then
the
to
jokes? Were you following along?
No.
he needed to go to the inspect the porcelain.
She's muted. I can't hear her, Liz.
No, I think
I
it just
can.
cut out. We didn't hear what she said.
Wow.
Hello. No,
What is happening?
are you muted?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I
Oh
am not
man.
muted.
There
Ah,
you-
yeah,
Oh.
it cuts out sometimes the first part of what you say. So if you say something
This
smaller, it doesn't.
show, can we just reflect on how bad this has been?
Yo, this has been garbage.
Yeah, this
Great
is,
guest. Zearxy, you've been great. And we got
Yeah.
some very nice information and cool backstory. But we are absolute trash. We need to do this more
Yeah.
than once a year to be good at it.
Zearxy's
Yeah,
brought
it's-
some, you know, just
Some
If it
class
was
and
just
sophistication.
Yeah,
She's really classing up the joint. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Hey.
that's the
Hey,
thing though.
wait.
When you don't do something for 2 months, you get out of the, you know, the issues that we were late getting started because we were having issues and just trying to sort everything out, and it's just, yeah, it's difficult. You know,
Yeah.
there's a lot that goes into these things. We're rusty.
So, is this the last show? Are we
This is-
putting- are
Nah.
we just we're
This-
gonna
this
axe
is-
this?
This is the point where I shout at the chat because there's 176 of you in chat and only 64 of you have been
Dude,
asked
Come
to
on.
press.
Someone think about your
Dude,
fellow viewers. Someone
There
gets
is
paid
money
$25
on
for
the
this.
line.
Do you
Money.
realize how important this is? Choke of the
Vote.
year.
Just click a random one. I don't care.
There's 170 of
Any
you.
vote that you give could like change someone's entire week. They could buy a new game that's on sale.
£25, $25, whatever it might
is-
be, the winner. This is important. Someone's going to win some money, and you can decide who wins that money based on your votes.
GTA, man, get out of here. What you friggin' Ozzy Osbourne avatar? Why don't you vote? Come on. Think you're too cool because you listen to Black Sabbath? Out here, go, well, pigs and about the world, just like I was. That's you. That's what you sound like. Now go vote. Someone gets $25 for this.
Choke 2 is my official vote, by the way. Even if I'm not allowed to vote for it, really, it's the best choke of the chokes for my money.
Yeah, you're correct, but that doesn't mean I'm okay with it.
Okay.
Wondersniff, I pleaded your case. I tried to get your choke in, so sorry. My first pass was clip number 1, and then everyone whose name I recognized, basically, and like everyone I like. I didn't even watch the videos. I just looked at who posted videos. I like
Vote
him.
on who you like.
Oh, Wondersniff, I like that person. I'm sure that chokes. I mean, if it was
That choke wasn't that bad. I was I don't know. I almost voted for that one to be in.
All right. Do we have
At least a Hondo?
Do we have
Yeah,
not
come
many
on.
more people voting now? Is it leveled off? Can we wrap this thing up?
It is. There are. So we've got 2 people with exactly the same amount of votes, and they are the top 2.
Oh,
Ooh.
all right.
Is that
Zearxy,
before
you're
or
gonna have
after
to
I
watch the chokes because you're gonna have to put a vote in.
Oh yeah.
Wait, it's a tie with our votes too?
With your, I can't remember what you voted for. You were choke number 2,
Nasa.
Bruff?
Yeah.
That's not one of the top 2.
What? It's not even one of the top 2.
Nos, you were choke number 1, right?
Yes.
And RDT, you were.
Choke number 1.
Okay, that makes it a tie again.
That makes it a tie again. How can that?
Zearxy, what was your?
Does that
choke?
make it a 3-way tie?
I've already voted.
Oh, you already
Oh, you've
voted.
already
Okay.
voted. You voted. Cool. Okay. So,
Oh, man.
I mean, you guys get to say when the votes are closing because at the moment we have a clear winner. At the moment we have a clear winner.
It's closed now.
Not a clear winner. But
10
we
seconds.
have a winner.
Well, 10 seconds from when.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5.
You're counting fast.
4,
Yeah, you gotta say Mississippi in between all your numbers.
2, 1. Okay, we have a winner.
Close. Who won?
Give us the
on, I write those
rundown
down,
of
right.
the order.
I love that choke number 2 wasn't even.
I
anywhere
cannot
in the
believe
year.
it. I am
Like,
livid. You guys don't know what a proper choke is. I'm done with this show.
we do this every time.
So,
I just voted because I like Faruja.
I voted because I like San
in
Andreas.
5th place was our last choke, which was Austin Powersing the vigilante in the petrol station.
Oh,
Oh, I like that one.
In 4th place was our A-Team van choke that Bruff liked.
I can't believe that was 4th.
Wow, it was
Unbelievable.
unbelievable.
So disappointed.
In third place was Netrex with the mule problems that he was having. And in first place,
choke of the year.
choke of the year goes to Hitman. Well done, Hitman, with his final
Nice.
corner fumble on the stunt race. So that's second place for the San Andreas physics one. So apologies, Nos and RDT.
That was it. I think the audio definitely helped Hitman there.
Yeah.
Where he's like, oh man, I can finally win a race. My entire life has led up to this moment. I'm finally gonna get something right. I can call my dad and tell him that I won something for once in my life.
Choke number 1 we did it right up until we asked for more votes.
Wow. What was the rundown of the voting numbers?
This is why we need to
Okay,
keep
so
people from
first
voting,
place was 27 votes, second place was 24 votes, third place was 16 votes, fourth place was 12 votes, and fifth place was 8 votes.
All right, fair enough. Well, good job, Hitman. You are terrible. You are awful. You have underlined that awfulness by not only winning Choke of the Week at some point last year, you've now won Choke of the Year. Good job.
Yeah, congratulations.
Wow. You've been the worst for 12 months.
Still not as good as Johnny's from last year, though.
Yeah, I think that we'll have to do in 10 years' time. We'll have to do a Choke of the Decade.
Choke of the Decade.
And all the Choke of the Years.
We'll have about 7 episodes by then, so yeah, that's about right.
Yeah.
Right, that'll do us. Thank you, Zearxy, for being on. Thank you for coming on as a guest.
Yes, thank you for
Thank you
gracing
for
this
having me.
awful show.
It's been a long time coming. I wish we'd had you on in a previous episode where we weren't quite so bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Garbage.
So, Hitman, hit me up on Discord for your prize.
Is
If
he
you're
here?
watching.
Oh yeah,
Probably
and Zearxy, do you wanna give us a word that people can type in the comments for those who've made it all the way to the end of this podcast? Have you got something that pops into your mind?
For some reason, platypus.
Platypus. Okay, there we go.
All right.
That's off the
Straight
wall.
out. Yeah, beautiful.
Sounds good.
Man, you're
You
gonna
wanna
need to
pimp
do something
out-
simpler. Our viewers don't know how to spell that. You're gonna have to.
Hey.
You want?
Just
You
because
wanna
you don't
pimp
know
out
how to
any of
spell it,
your,
Nos.
Any of your links? Twitch/Zearxy, twitch.com/Zearxy, or Instagram, Twitter, Facebook.
Yeah.
Ooh, Facebook.
Yeah, no, I don't know. I said that.
I will link them all
If you
in
want all
the
your information
description.
stolen, go to Facebook.
If you want
That's
all your
all.
information zucked from your page and put it somewhere else, you put it on Facebook.
All right. Twitch.tv/Zearxy. Everyone go watch because there's more
Yes,
quality there
everyone
than
go
there is over
subscribe.
here.
Everyone go donate. Just go give all your money. Every cent, every dime.
All right, guys. Thank you all for watching
Platypus.
and or listening wherever you are, and we'll try to sort something out so that it's not 2 months for the next one as well. Thank you, guys. Do you want to say goodbye, guys?
Goodbye, guys.
See you all later. Bye bye.
Bye.